step back and, you see that? So if I throw a hook, if I feint him, or if I get him to think I'm throwing a jab, and he takes that step back, he is out of range.
What's up? This is Oscar De La Hoya. Shout out to Coach Anthony and Coach Anthony Boxing.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Coach Anthony. I've been involved with boxing now for 20 years. I've been coaching now for over 10. I've worked with numerous world title contenders, world champions, professional MMA fighters, and even amateurs at the Olympic level. And now I'm here to coach you. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Coach Anthony, man. I got a special surprise for you. I got a special guest. You will never expect who it is. None other than Fast Eddie Chambers. Yeah, you guys might have seen him a few times on my videos in the past, you know what I mean? But today we're gonna talk about 3 ways to deal with a jab, the most important punch in boxing, right? It should be the most used punch in boxing. So you need to know how to deal with it, because if you're bumping into somebody who has a superior jab or a good jab, your goal is to take that jab away from them. Your goal is to get that person to prevent throwing it. And if you don't know how to stop a jab, you're in big trouble, because after the jab, the cross, the hook, everything else follows, and then it just becomes a snowball effect of problems. So the first thing we're gonna do with Fast Eddie Chambers, the fastest man that's ever put on a pair of gloves, all right? He's gonna go ahead and deal with a jab. The first thing he's gonna do is block a jab traditionally, right? So I'm gonna throw the jab and bang. There you go. You notice that? Look at that. But you know, if I'm boxing somebody and I'm trying to land that jab, let's say I'm really trying to land it and he just does that block. No, do it for real. So we're here. You're gonna get these things like you're boxing. Okay. Oh, if he really blocks it, he's gonna, right there, I'm gonna be like, okay, I gotta figure out a different way to land it. Now, there is a little bit of an issue with that, right? Now we'll go to what you were doing. If he comes and maybe I feint him, or maybe if I get him to reach a little bit, exposure for the hook. We've talked about that so many times in my videos that you can leave yourself exposed for a hook. So how do we deal with that? So this is gonna be the second way to deal with the jab. He's still gonna block he's still gonna have his hand prepared to, catch the jab, but what's he gonna do? He's gonna do a step back. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that jab and bang. Now notice the step back. Now the beauty of the step back is this. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. He's gonna step back and, you see that? So if I throw a hook, if I feint him, or if I get him to think I'm throwing a jab, and he takes that step back, he is out of range to potentially get caught with that jab. Very, very effective. A step back is very good. Now the drawback to a step back is you might not be in position to counter, which leads me to the third one, counter the jab. Now, there's so many ways to counter a jab, and if you don't know how to, I have a whole course on it that has over 70 counter punches, and there's probably at least 20 on just the jab. But right now, we're only gonna talk about maybe 1 or 2. All right, so if I'm in front of him right now, and let's just say as I'm throwing the jab, you throw your right hand at the same time. So if I'm standing right here, I pop a jab and bang, he catches me, right? So let me go ahead, just touch my chin, you know what I'm saying? We're boxing and boom, that happens a lot. So if he times that cross as I'm throwing the jab, that's one way he can counter me. Another way is he could just outside slip my jab, traditional by the book, whoop, bang, come right back. So do it fast and whoop, bang, okay? Now, the beauty of that is, once you counter a guy a few times with a jab, or once you counter a guy's jab a few times, it's gonna prevent him from wanting to throw it. And that's probably the most effective way to take a guy's jab away, because once he feels that he can't throw it without paying a price, and what's the old saying? Make him miss, make him pay. Once he feels like he can't throw a punch without paying the price, it makes them hold their punches a little bit, which gives you an opportunity to get your punches off. Guys, go to the website, coachanthonyboxing.com. We have, like I said, the How to Set Traps and Counterpunch video on there, featuring none other than Fast Eddie Chambers. You're gonna learn so much on there. And everything else. And I got something so major coming real soon. Such a course that's gonna be so ridiculous that you guys are gonna thank me forever. I promise you, just be on the lookout for that. And you already know what it is, guys. Boxing Line. What's going on, guys? I had to create this, right? Heavy back conditioning drills. Set and work. We're actually giving you different exercises that you can do on different days. This is one of the best ways to get into boxing shape. 2 body shots.
This drill is like one of the first ones we used to do and really get the engine running.
This is actually a great thing for anybody who wants to get the most out of their boxing exercise. So let's get started.